Okay. So we just escaped the first room, door number 4. They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway. Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway. They took hold and shook, but it refused to move. Nearby was a pair of elevators. It took only a few button presses to determine the elevators would not respond to their efforts. Hang on a second. I need a Ricola. They can only assume the elevators were not powered. There's only one door left. Well, it looks like we don't have any options. Or choice. Yeah. Sure it does. Well then, let's open it. Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. Creak! He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly. Oh. So it's a kitchen. Santa did not look pleased. What were you expecting? Isn't it obvious? The exit. I was hoping this would be the way out of here. Would they really give us 9 hours to solve one puzzle? You really think it'd be... Oh, you really think it'd be that easy? Yeah, I know. Still. As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until at last she stood in front of a door. We can just get through this door. We should come out on the other side of that. Great, we saw earlier. But don't we need a key for that? Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy. Junpei dug the ship map from his pocket and spread it out in front of him. As he did. Hey! What's that? Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention. I found the map in the back last room. Before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away from him. She ran her fingers across it, muttering to herself. I knew it! See, look. Junpei did as he was told. Santa and June moved over to look at the map as well. See? We came in here. If we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate. That's great. Can I look at the map? I think I can. I think I can. Where is it? I could have sworn. There it is, map. Touch the colored area on the bottom screen to display a large version of the map. Room map. That's where we started. Is there a puzzle in here? What is this? I don't recognize that. This is the kitchen we're in right now? This was the puzzle we solved, the second glass cabin. If we go through door 5, this is the puzzle we solve. And in both cases, it leads to the kitchen or something. She was right. Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei. He took it and slipped a valuable piece of paper back into his pocket. There's a card reader on the right side of the door. That means the key card is somewhere in here, right? That seems the most likely, likely. Alright, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues, gang! Actually, I forgot my light on. That might matter. there's my pretty face. Okay. Seek a way out. So interestingly, this doesn't count as an option. This counts as the same previous puzzle. So, okay, let's see. What's this? Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. I sort of meant the thing under it. It's a note. And next to it's this letter. And there's also this message on this piece of paper they sent me. It's got a bunch of stuff written on it, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. Okay, what's it say? Well, fuck you. A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than be full of rotten meat, I suppose. Food, not meat. A sink. It's still got water in it. Yay! There's a couple of plates in there, but I don't think they're going to be much help. A whetstone. Aw, shit, don't tell me we're going to try to smash open the card reader. Are you an idiot? If you do that, then we'll never get out of here. Oh, yeah, I guess that'll be bad, huh? This whetstone's only going to be useful if I need to sharpen something. Cool. So, look for a sharp object. There's a code here. An iron oven looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Damn, I knew it. It's locked. Okay, so there will be a code here. And I'll write that down once I find it. All we've got here is a pot and frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Well, I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of idiot are you? You're going to run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it's just a joke. Why so serious? What, have you not played the cooking battle royale game or whatever? These nine plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, well, excuse me, princess. Wow. That was a dated reference when this game came out. That's from the Legend of Zelda anime. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. And if you do this, it's a hat. They're soup plates. They're made that way so the soup doesn't spill. If you ever get out here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor couch student has the money to do something like that? I think there are 15 of these places, so 9, 10, 15 so far. Not sure if that matters. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How could they tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for Jim. What? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. Really do. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. These plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, sound like I need to know this crap? Jeez. But how many are there? There's a voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A. Soup A. Counting in base 14? That's weird. Because there's 15 soup No. Wait. The appetizer was 9. Soup was 10. You said there were 15 meat dishes, though. Okay, so this is a math problem. So when you get to above base 10, normally you do math in base 10. When you get above base 10, you start using letters. So if soup is... So that would be base 15, I want to say. Because that would be 0 through 9. A is 10. B, C, D, E. And I'll go up to... No, that one goes up to E. A, B, C, D, E, F. So that would have to be base 16. Which doesn't make sense. And the plates on the table are 9. 15 seafood. Okay, that makes more sense. So it's counting in base 16. I should know that because I have a degree in programming. So now... Wow. Almost swallowed the Ricola. That hurts. Oh god. Ugh, I inhaled. Oh god, that hurts. Oh. Oh lordy. Okay, maybe they're using hexadecimal here. Yes, that's what they're doing. And hexadecimal is... I just explained that. Blah blah blah. The 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as 6 letters added to the normal number system after 9. Okay. So what was it? 9 plus F being base 10. So F is 16. So that would be 25. No. Yeah. What? Yeah. F is 15, my bad. Yeah, what's the code? I want to know what the... 9. I'm getting mad. I just want to know what it is, man. 9A F 10. 9AF10. 9 is fuck 10. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. If we put in the right number to open the oven door. But you may want to try enter the numbers we found on the voucher earlier. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Convert the 10 to base... Oh, so confirm to base 10. Okay. You know, you could let me put in the password. God damn it. Alright, it's going. Do you think this is all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Can't hardly believe there's a chef on board somewhere. I wonder what this drawer is. See the metal grate on top of the grill? They make it like that so the fat and juices can drip off what the meat with words. What? Cool. Open it. God damn it. Oh, countertop. There's a rolling pin and colander here. Nothing useful. God, Santa, you poo-poo every idea I come up with. There's the exit. There's a big old iron plane over the door. I don't think we can open it. Hey, Santa, could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I can open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. This has got the two of them on edge. We gotta get out of here and fast. It's a tank with pipe, nothing really special about it. Okay. This is the door we came in through. It's not locked so we could go back out, but what's the point, right? All's out there is an iron gate and a dead-end hallway. Yup. Might as well be locked for all the good going back out there do. It's not like we could possibly get supplies. You know, in the previous room we were in. Oh, lights. It's nice to have something finally go our way. God damn it. It's a card reader. Since the light's red, I figure it's probably still locked. The key card for it's gotta be around here somewhere, yeah. Anything new? Ah, I didn't even go in this room. That explains a lot. Cheese. I feel like if you need to write the word cheese on cheese, it's not really cheese. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. I'm here still. Why don't we move some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Bottle of oil. Oh, look, cooking oil. You could probably use this to make something slippery. Giggity. Cool, thanks. There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. It's probably a pantry. Cool. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, probably real old. Maybe we shouldn't open it. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Yeah. Ooh, a knife. A rusty knife. I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this. Knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be much use this way. It's futile. Futile? You know, a waste, useless, pointless. Any particular reason you want to bring that up? Oh, no reason, really. I was just thinking about futility. Okay, she wasn't making much sense. Junpei tried rephrasing his question. Why were you thinking about futility? At last, she answered. Well, it has something to do with the Titanic. The Titanic? Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted? No. Well, I have because I watched Doctor Who, and he totally did, but whatever. No, I haven't. Hang on, I got text message. Not stupid text message. Yeah. Wow. Waiting for a picture to load. No, I haven't. What is it? In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there won't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though.
The name on the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers, crew, and number of lifeboats. Even the location of the accident itself, then the cause and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly.
Okay, I'm going to look that up. Hang on. Futility book. Okay, what should I get? Should I a Deadpool shirt or a Venom shirt? There might be a third photo. Hang on. Oh, Wreck of Titanic or Futility. Let's see. Got Wikipedia. I'll worry about that later. First, blah 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 blah. Although novels written before the Titanic was ever conceptualized, there are some uncanny similarities between both fictional and real-life versions. Yes, jeez Louise. Enough with the photos, why don't ya? I'll go Spider-Man. Anyways, like Titanic, fictional ships sank in April, and there were not enough lifeboats for all passengers. There are also similarities in size. About 82 feet difference. Interesting. But that's all that Wikipedia says is the same. All this other stuff might not be true.
It's almost as if you've seen this whole thing happen, but this book was written 14 years before Titanic sank. But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thompson Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and another in 92. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided and many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I mean, that just sounds like normal maritime accidents, but okay. Pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs. Or, yeah.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Okay.
But what if Stead had some sort of special power? Be more specific. What if he had the ability to do
automatic writing? What? Are you talking about that thing where someone says they're possessed by a spirit? Ooh! Oh my god! I drew Picasso. And then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yeah!
What do you mean? That's not... No, that's true.
Okay, so let's say, hypothetically, that it is true.
That's not how arguments work. You don't just say,
okay, hypothetically, let's say I'm right and you're wrong. Using that as a basis for the rest of my arguments.
That's not how that works, June. These guys still couldn't have predicted sinking of Titanic. When the Stead who wrote his thing, nobody had died on Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being a blah blah blah, who the hell possessed him so he could write?
No!
What?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?
Roy Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes. 20 years before it happened.
That's actually creepy. What was that? Was that William Stead? Titanic. W.T. Stead? Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, whatever. He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad. Junpei smiled uncomfortably. You sure you want to tap this? Never stick your dick in crazy, okay? Well, why don't we talk about this some other time? Okay?
Huh? But...
Her voice trailed off as she glanced at the floor, troubled. Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. Let me just grab this, okay? Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this.
Wow, it's so shiny!
Yeah, I sharpened it.
No, use it to cut something soft and mobile.
Okay. Like this. Like that. Like the cheese! Cut the cheese! There are a number of cheeses lined up on the shelf.
This is Gouda, the most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while.
That's Gouda.
So we can eat this?
Most like, yeah. I'm not hungry, no. Dude, I'd eat the cheese. I'd cut the cheese just for the joke, how? Okay. Oven? Maybe bottle of oil. How about oven on oil on this? Oil.
Oil can!
Knife it. Okay. Did I go through this door? No, I did not. It's a bolt, and it's really rusty. Will this even open? We won't know until we try. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see if you're gonna come out. Giggity. Damn, no dice. Oil can. Of course. Maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey. Just a little bit of oil and come on, come on, come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa. Ha, got you, you little bastard.
You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart.
Hell to the yeah. As Junpei walked in the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat. It's cold in here. What is this place? You blind? It's a freezer. Sam's teeth had already begun to chatter. Maybe because he doesn't have sleeves. Yeah. What's that fashion statement do to you? That's what I thought. Hardly surprising. Freezer is far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was wearing even less clothes. Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you. And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lois left, June came in.
Whoa, it's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June already started to shiver. Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. Fuck you. My fever's gone now.
Okay. Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth when the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them. In unison, they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through was closed. Ruh-roh. Junpei rushed to the door. Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob. Ow! It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching it was painful. The doorknob had been frozen solid. They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured. Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen instantly. Wow, that's really cold. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door. Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door! She wasted no time responding. What do you want? What's going on? The door won't open! Try opening from that side. Please. Ugh, fine. It's not like you guys are in danger of hypothermia or something. Just say so. Hold on. Soon they could hear Lois on the other side of the door. Then the grunting ceased, so they could hear light panting as if from exertion. It's no use. It won't budge. I almost broke a nail. You've got more people in there. You figure it out. God damn it. Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies. Anyway, let's find the way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
2 heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay? Right. They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Chicken. Dry ice.
Dry ice?
Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion to be sealed in something that's airtight? Yeah, you do that in... No, they don't teach us how to make explosives in schools anymore, Santa. Junpei picked up the dry ice with his sleeve so as to avoid burning himself. Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right? Yeah. Wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again. Oh, fine now. How's that gonna help us anyways? Oh well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here. They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, it'll turn into gas and lower becomes solid.
Okay. How do you know that?
Teehee. Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
Morph.
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yep. Right, boy.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Hee.
June giggled, did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei told herself. Come on, guys, don't you think that's kind of weird? Wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first. Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seems unaffected. Junpei, however, was not in the mood to discuss science. So this is number 2 story check, where I need to say, it did strike Junpei as rather odd. He couldn't help but think about it. June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns into a liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, which is normal air pressure,
it won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from solid to gaseous.
See, that's weird. Water's a liquid between 32 and 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So why isn't it the case for carbon dioxide? Yeah, it's almost as though they're made out of different elements. Like, you know, one has carbon, the other has hydrogen. That's weird. June replied with the answer that stunned both of them.
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. His melting point is 96 degrees.
That's actually pretty damn high. And there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah. Well, you could also look at it as ice that will melt into blah, 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 blah.
It's not water, it's a liquid, but whatever. Ice that will melt. Junpei was close out, but this was too interesting to ignore. I'm pretty sure you can wait another minute to get out before talking about this. He did his best to warm up by rubbing his arms and stamping his feet, and then put the question to June. So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9? Originally, Ice 9...
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by science fiction. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait. Hold up. So, is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96, it'll be liquid. If it's under, it's solid. So you can think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. Both are technically pure carbon.
Yeah, yes, they're both pure carbon, yeah.
But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness, giggity, and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yeah.
She wasn't finished.
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin?
Nitroglycerin? 450 years... I have to stop doing her voice. My throat. 450 years after discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it, and did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920... some glycerin that was en route to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Naturally, scientists worldwide wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and began asking for samples of the seed. Giggity. Seed is, of course, a sample of the original crystal, blah, blah, blah. With the seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin will be a simple matter. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by the seed crystal begin to crystallize, nearby samples did as well. It didn't end there. After that day, all glycerin in the world began to crystallize naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Is that true? Was that 1920? Well, let's look specifically on GameFAQs where they're talking about this story. And that was completely unhelpful. Thanks, GameFAQs. Come on, can you... I can't find any actual information on this. For that day, no matter how much glycerin was cooled, it used to crystallize, but once it began somewhere, it did it everywhere.
It's almost like, how do I put it? It's almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating. Communicating in some way that we can't sense.
That's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. June was nice, but he had enough of her crazy stories. So all of a sudden, the substance began to crystallize without a seed crystal. That seemed literally impossible. In fact, it was utterly ridiculous. Even so, Junpei couldn't help but ask, what would that have to do with Ice 9? To his surprise, it was Santa, not June, who answered. What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean? What do you... Ooh, would it be bad? Because if all the water started functioning like that, or everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man, be the end of the world as we know it. I guess the polar ice caps would melt, like, immediately. And that would suck. I guess our skin would boil too, then. Junpei felt that Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with proper concern. At any rate, we're not going to have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick. He was right. Junpei shivered. Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. Didn't think we get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. Seriously. I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. Haha, personal information, take that. Frickin' hate the cold, so let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here. Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't infecting him. Selfish, isn't he? Thought Junpei to himself. Still, Santa was right, it was high time they got back to their search. The story of Ice 9 had him interested, but there'd be time to think about that once they'd gotten out of the freezer. Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. Okay, you could... resume the search in the same place I was at. Nope. Cool.
There's some frozen meat up there. Looks like pork.
What's this? It looks like a tag or something.
Junpei, is there a slip of paper?
Yeah. I can't read it. If we try to pull it out, it'll probably rip. We need to defrost that. Don't think we're going to be doing that in this room. Okay. Thing's frozen in here. Alright, we have... Oh, there's down here, right. Sturdy rope. Water bottle. Cool. Is there anything in it? There isn't anything else in here. Okay. So combine the water bottle with... No? You said put dry ice in a container. Oh, I just beat the shit out of it first. With frozen chicken. Okay. I'm going to put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Okay. No good. I can't hit it hard enough to break it. Maybe it just needs more of a shock, you know?
More of a shock?
Yeah. And let's just tie the rope on here. And makeshift bomb. Oops. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near the door. Junpei pulled out the water bottle filled with dry ice, let a good amount of water fall in, then quickly sealed it up tight. Water expands when it's frozen, so now it's going to expand, causing massive pressure. And... tie it there. So what do we do now? We just need to give it a little tap. The valve's already about to pop. Just throw a rock or something and it'll go off on its own. Man, if only we had something that you literally just beat the shit out of the ice with. What happened to that chicken? Oh, I ate it. Scattered across it were pieces of the dry ice left over from the large chunk he crushed earlier. Alright, this ought to do the trick. Just use the chicken! He pulled the sleeve down over his hand to keep from being burned, then grabbed the chunk of dry ice. Pretty good size. About as big as a pool ball. Figured it would be just about the right size. Alright guys, stand back. Actually, we'd probably hide somewhere. Both San and June looked at him with new concern. Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look. Right here. We can hide in there. Into the cellar with you. Come on, get inside, quick. Blah, blah, blah. In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide, even though blah, blah, blah. Alright, here goes. 3, 4, 5.
You're coming the wrong way!
Oh, good point. That's a really sad excuse for a joke, man. It's whatever. You guys ready?
Yeah!
Alright, here I go. 3, 2, 1. With the same motion, he dug down the cellars, blah blah blah. And then it exploded. Junpei leapt out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy! That's at the door! Is it gone?
Yeah. The blast must have shattered it. Alright, let's see if it opens. Junpei grabbed the knob and pushed with all his might. Brr. The door gave way easily and all three of them tumbled out of the freezer at once.
Hooray! We're out!
June, relieved, collapsed on the floor. Move! I'm fucking cold. San shoved past Junpei and ran straight to the grill, which he immediately grabbed. Ow! God damn it! Hot, 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 hot! Fuck! He proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing fit of rage. But where was Lotus? Took Junpei a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest. Like, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys. The great yawn, Lois lowered herself off the counter. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked toward her. What were you doing? What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting. We're going to die in there. Yeah, but you didn't, so everything worked out alright, didn't it? Like, oh my god, chill. What the hell? Just kidding. Might not look like it, but I was really worried. Don't give me that crap, girl. I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. I couldn't find anything. So all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops? I mean, that'd be nice. If you could call the cops, I'd do that. It's true there wasn't much he could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his teeth. Fine. There's one thing I have to ask you. What's that? You didn't close the door, did you? What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you died, then I died too. She was right, and Junpei knew that. Without them, she'd be in very serious trouble. It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure. Or was it? If Lotus had really wanted to kill them, all she would have had to do was bar the door from the outside. And if she hadn't, well, she hadn't done anything. Most she was guilty of was laziness or negligence, not attempted murder. Junpei swallowed his anger at this best to apologize. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you. Oh, yes. Well, that's alright. As long as you understand. Lotus looked away and twirled her hair between her fingertips. His vengeance against the Grill completes. Santa swaggered back toward Junpei and Lotus. Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. We've just been standing that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death. That's fat with an F, not a PH. How rude. I was plenty busy doing my nails. Yeah, how about I put all that energy in something besides bitching? Let's go. Cool. Where's the grill? There it is. Chunk of pork. Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's going to burn right away, right? Just gotta keep an eye on it until the paper will be fine. They can argue all they want. I'm going to keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. Go on, take it.
Jumpy, be careful!
Sweet for the care, but I know what I'm... Ow.
See? I told you.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. Thing's frozen stiff, I can't get it out. So we're going to have to cut the meat? Yep. Knife. Alright, now to sharpen the knife, cut the pork. Awesome. C plus 10 plus F. So that's... Why am I having trouble with this? That's 12 plus 16 plus 15. Gives us a fat 30, 41, 43. Yeah, it's corporate finances. Whatever. Leave the meat there. What can go wrong? It's probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. If we put in the right number, it'll open the open door. Yeah, the notes. E is for enter, C is for clear. So basically when I'm ready to submit, press E. Got it. So if I screw up, just press C. Yeah. Oh. So that'll be 12, 16, 15. Or 43? Yeah. Sounds like the metal's falling. Well, I guess that went well. What opened? Yeah! The door opened.
Good job, Jumpy!
Ah, the Saturn key. So... yes? Yay, we did it! Yes, the thing's unlocked now.
You did it, Jumpy! Let's get out of here!
Oh, you can't go. Yes, let's go. That was a weird sound. Also, what happened to the knife? Did you just leave it there? Good job. They stepped out of the kitchen into a hallway that looked rather familiar. A metal grate stretched from the wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen. They had entered the kitchen from one door, come out the other. That meant their map of the ship's interior was accurate. They laid the map out in front of them and began to discuss their next step. There are 4 possible routes. A, B, C, and D. First, A and B. They seem to connect to an L-shaped room. However, the 2 doors that lead to the room were both locked and could not be opened. Next was Route C. It goes all the way to the main staircase. That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
And do you think we'll meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went to the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means? They opened it. Most likely. Then if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
And that means... all 4 looked at the map. Down the stairs! They all looked at the staircase. Its lazy curve leading downward deeper into the ship. Route D, then. Always go for the D.
Yep, Route D! I love the D!
Then we're set. They jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Oh, we're on the C deck now? Oh.
Just be sure they kept going and checked the deck beneath. And it's water. Deck D is totally underwater.
Oh, just like the bottom of the central staircase, yeah!
Water gazed back up, its smooth surface like a great mirror. As ominous as it was, Junpei took at least some comfort from the fact that the level hadn't gone up much since last he'd seen it. They turned back to C deck. It didn't take them long to find the 2 elevators in front of the stairs. They looked at the angled elevators on the top floor, with one exception. These elevators had a card reader in the wall between them. What the... Sarah? Hey, look, it's Lotus symbol. Huh? See, it's the woman symbol with the thorn on it. It seems like... Ow! Slap me! Lotus had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he heard a low growl coming from her throat. Such violence! Junpei gave a wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, June spoke up.
This is Mercury! The thorn symbol represents on the wings of the staff, whatever.
Hermes, Herpes, whatever. If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere. Like, in other words, we need a keycard with the Mercury symbol on it. Probably. They gave up on the elevator and returned to the stairs. Hallway stretched out to the left. Gray main doors lined up both sides of the hallway. They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging. Damn it, if we try to search all these, the sun's going to go down before we're done. Half of them.
I think the sun's already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
Oh, well, actually, about that.
It's even worse. Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we? Frustration and fear building, they walked back to the stairs. To the right was a small hallway. Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. Hallway led towards the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors. Let's open it. Junpei nodded, grabbed the one closest to him. He gave a small tug and felt it move. It was unlocked. Thrilled to have found an unlocked door for a change, he threw it open. Only to find... Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. More rooms. And beds. He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak. Well, what the hell is this? A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the four companions. Oh, excuse me. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Is this a hospital?
He had at least been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. The room swam with a harsh, biting smell of antiseptic. Inside the room were shelves stacked with medicine and a number of medical devices that the function of which Junpei didn't know. He'd never watched House, apparently. More importantly, however, at the back wall of the room were 4 doors. 4-door. 3 of them were blazoned with a large single-digit number made with thick red paint. 3, 7... Second door from the left had no number, but the third had been given a 7, and the rightmost had an 8. There could be no doubt, they were numbered doors. It didn't strike Junpei as strange, however, that the door between 3 and 7 should be blank. What, he wondered, could it mean? Let's take a look at the doors. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Junpei headed towards the door, weaving his way between the beds. He started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he reached door 8. Locked. 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 Locked.
It's no use.
Well, of course. Because that isn't opening these doors, what would be the point of the nonary game? I have to activate the red or the number doors won't... Wait a minute. What? Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it. Huh? Don't you remember the red at the central staircase? If no one's inside, it said vacant. True. But this one... It's not on.
There's nothing on it.
Huh. Right? Wonder if it's broken. Well, one way to find out. Boop. It didn't respond. All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but refused to respond. They pulled at the lever and still did nothing. As soon as they discovered it wasn't only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely, but also 7 and 3. What did it mean? Huh, I knew it. You're broken. 0 sure sucks at maintenance. No, that's impossible. You really think 0, who prepared all this, will make such a stupid, simple mistake? Maybe that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working. It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them. I believe the bomb of the device has been removed. They spun around to see... Snake! Snake? Snake? Snake! Ace, Clover, and 7 quickly fell into the room as well. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it was unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
How?
How'd you end up here? After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. Well, he was an asshole. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no. The ninth man had died. They were still alive. That was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated schadenfreude. Junpei thought the joy of being alive. Still alive. So we can do science for those who are still alive. Man, my throat's killing me. There you have it, our half of the story. His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought, then he spoke. Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured there might be something in the hallway with the doors. So you went and had a look. I mean, Ace could just told us that, but no, that's cool. Yeah. And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh.
So you
found the voices that came here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you. Junpei examined the 3 reds again, just in case. On the bottom of each was a long, thin gap. It looked like a slot for something. Probably something electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the road is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go? No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else. Hospital rooms? That's what's behind all those doors? Yeah. There are a number of individual rooms, in addition to this large one. There's a door at the end of the hallway, but it's locked. There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was a symbol of Jupiter. Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought. While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this. All people was 7 who answered, with calm confidence. Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the gigantic. The what now? Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else. What is this gigantic? 7 knit his brow for a moment, then began to explain. The gigantic. He explained that she, the gigantic, had been a sister ship to Titanic, built in early 20th century. There are 2 sister ships who are identical in nearly every way. Gigantic was one of them. Initially intended to be a passenger liner like Titanic, but soon after the ship was launched, the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship. Sometime later, Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She managed to run around after the incident and consequently was not sunk. What then happened to it after the fateful encounter? One theory ran that a man named Lord Gordon purchased her. Lord Gordon, it seemed to have been one of the few survivors of Titanic, and that trauma turned him into an obsessive collector for all things related to it. As his obsession deepened, he began to desire the Titanic itself. That, of course, was impossible. It was sort of at the bottom of the ocean. The Gigantic, however, had not suffered such dire fate. She was identical, so, close enough. So you're saying this Lord Gordon bought this ship? Yeah. At least I think I am. That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old. Pipe down. Just pay attention. What? That's it? Well, have you got any proof? Proof? Proof that this ship really is the Gigantic. Ship's got stuff that's like Titanic and a hospital ship. So I just figured. Oh, for goodness, don't tell me that's your only reason. I mean, it's good reason. No, I got more. Like? Sammy looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. Wow. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth. Oh no. Lotus sighed and shook her head. I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it? Yeah, sorry about that. Wait. What was that now? Memories and what? Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange. He decided to revise his attitude for the next question. Wait, was I one that didn't know that? Everyone nodded. Okay, did none of you guys think to mention it? Oh, yeah, because they didn't tell you, huh? Told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. Told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up. What? Then I almost have saved Junpei from further embarrassment. A bell began to ring from far away. It sounded as though it was the clock at the main stairway. Junpei counted each chime carefully. 10, 11, 12.
It's midnight.
Then we still got 6 hours left, right? We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds. What about the Blues? What do you mean, fine? How on earth do you propose we do that? We looked everywhere in this room. No one leaves one place to look. One. Well, I guess that's not really right. Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all the other rooms. Don't freak out. We already searched 4 out of them. 4. Just have to split up the rest between the 8. If each person does 6 rooms, that'll be 48 rooms, right? Is there 48 rooms left? Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lois to trust 7. 7 scratched his head awkwardly. I don't know. After a little more discussion, they split up and headed toward the room to begin the searching. Junpei was chosen to search rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft. Whatever that means. They also determined when they would return to report their finds. Next time the clock sounded the time. When it did, they would meet back in the large room. Yeah. If during their search any one of them were to locate the missing components, they were to yell for the others. If that strategy failed, they returned to discuss their options later. The details decided, they left the room. They left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. He did so only once, as 1 a.m. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others. Ace, Santa, Clover, June, 7, and Lotus. No Snake. They had gathered in front of the door numbered 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to 8. Had one of them found the missing piece? What happened? It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. They're fixed. Immediately, he knew what she had meant. The display in the front of the red read vacant. Junpei sighed. Come on, guys, who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut. Guys, what the hell? Just, come on, who found it? Just tell me. They all knew something he didn't. Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke. Well, that's the thing. We don't know. You don't know? When I got back, it was already like this. There's no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red. Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. The slot that had been open in the bottom was now covered with metal. Clearly, whatever had been missing had been returned. What about the other 2? They're the same. Junpei quickly examined the other 2. Satisfied they were all repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody's any idea what the hell happened, right? Ace and June nodded silently. 7 raised his hand to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head, did nothing. 1, 2, there's a guy missing. That's what he noticed. Where's Snake? Junpei swept his eyes across the room and a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen. Does that mean he found them? I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either. I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person. Well, whatever he did or didn't do, it's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. You can't see, I don't know how he gets around in the first place. Clover raised her head.
No, that's impossible!
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can go around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible!
Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes. You have good eyesight, dude.
I'm gonna go look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run. Hey! Hold on, Clover, wait! Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going. Before anyone else could react, she was gone. Damn it. What should we do now? Well, the red is working now.
No, we're not leaving two people behind. We should go look for them.
Oh man, this ain't good. Ah, yes, one excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots. That remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left. Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. And from the stairs led to B deck, they decided to split up. They quickly assigned the search areas and went their separate ways. Soon, only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junpei and June, who had been a few steps behind the others. Alright, we should go too.
Yeah, let's go. But where should we start?
Let's see. So the casino was the door 5 puzzle that we haven't seen yet. First class cabin. That was the puzzle we did. That was door 4. Hallway with all the rooms. Let's check the large hospital. Let's go back.
Huh? Why would we go back?
I mean, we might have just missed him. Maybe he really was just late.
True. That's possible. Okay, let's go.
They turned and ran down the hallway to their right. I mean, if nothing else, there's a bunch of beds for a boy and girl. You clearly want the D. On their way to the large hospital room, they noticed Santa standing next to door 3. Junpei paused. What should Junpei do? Junpei and June walked up to Santa. What are you doing here? What? Can't you tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in there?
Yeah, that's true. I'm curious too, but...
Who do you think did it? Santa's eye narrowly looked at June. She shook her head.
I don't know.
But what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us? So now, at this point, Lotus is the most suspicious. Because, you know, she was the only one not locked in the freezer with you, therefore giving her an excellent opportunity to lock you in there. And then did nothing to it. And she was also the first one to enter the room. That being said, hey, there's someone else on this ship with us. You mean someone hiding here? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just an idea. You're saying this mysterious person fixed the Reds? Yeah. Why? I don't know. Santa shoved his hand into his pocket and cracked his knuckles. Shoved your hand in the pockets and then cracked your knuckles? That's impressive. Like, I need to use both hands to do that. Ah, nice. Seems unlikely. Why? I don't know, just a feeling. Hard to believe Zero bringing a secret 10th player. I mean, the name of the game is a nonary game, for Christ's sake. You know what nonary means, right? 9. No, that's not what I meant. I mean more like someone who's been living here for a long time. Or someone who, like, stayed here? Squatters' rights, man. Seriously? It's even more ridiculous. Why do you think Zero would leave them alone? Junpei furrowed his brow. So in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red. Santa grinned. Bingo. We have a winner. Well, that's true. The person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it. Yeah. But why? No idea. Maybe they come clean on that. It means we'd find something else. Something bad. Something bad. Don't know. Whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Huh. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance. Think they did something to Snake? It's not out of the question. Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first he assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. When Santa spoke again, his voice was quiet. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabbed you in the back. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away. Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Okay. Where should they go next? Hallway? Let's go look in the hallway. Blah blah blah. They found Ace. Hey, Snake! Where are you? Snake? Snake! Snake! Damn, he's good at hiding. Yeah, run to Ace. With June and Toe, Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them. Ah, hello there. Snake as well. That's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet either. Junpei nodded.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can, for Clover's sake.
Right.
June's face looked kind of enraptured. By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? The question seems somehow odd to Junpei. Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all. Ace looked at him for a moment, then spoke. Yeah, well, you know, now that you mention it, they don't. Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. Certainly isn't rare. Junpei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke. At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking, we really can't afford to waste any time. Very well, let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
Alright, let's go!
They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil. There's so much to think about, but... No, we'll better put it aside for now. As Ace said, finding Snake was their top priority. Junpei did his best to clear his mind. Alright, where to next? Let's go check the first class cabin! They turned and headed towards B deck. Outside the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. Let's talk to Clover. Are you alright? He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond. Look, I know you're real worried, but, he could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to have been very close with.
Loan.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Loan.
Do you owe someone money? What's up?
I said leave me alone!
Oh, okay. Suddenly she was screaming.
So annoying! Just go away, leave me alone. Just look at you guys, it's pissing me off. Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else, stop bothering me.
Junpei was taken aback. Such anger and hate. June's eyes had gone wild with surprise as well.
Are you still here? Did you hear me? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
Alright, we'll leave.
Yeah.
They turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Clover had been driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed. People die when they are killed. For Clover's sake, they had to find Snake, and fast. He did his best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile. Interesting. What's happening? Casino.
Let's go take a look.
Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall examining her nails. What do you think you're doing? She glanced up at him unimpressed. Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake. He might be stuck under my nails. I'm not seeing. Really? You need to look harder. Like, look how pretty they are. I mean, if I was Snake, I'd be in my nails. Junpei didn't think that was a problem. Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Can I hear it? So 8 plus 5 plus 6, I believe. So that's 13, 19, 10. That's only 1. Sure, go for it. What is it? Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up? Team up. Yeah, what? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet's fine, mine is 6 and yours is 8. Its digital root's 1.
Yeah, I just did the math.
There's no number 1 door in the large room. The only doors are 3, 7, 8.
Okay, add another person. I mean, if we add 7, we can get to the 8 room. If we can find Snake, we get through the 3 room. And what was the last one? 7. So we would add... Literally, we can only add 7.
Huh?
Ooh. What? Isn't that easy? It's 7. She was right. If they add 7, they would get to 8. Then 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. But... hang on a second. About the other 4. Other 4 would be 1, 3, and 4. Which is also 8. That was simple enough. No way. Well, I wasn't counting Snake because he wasn't there. The zero for those 4 will be 1. That's right. And you know it's not an option. Yeah, I know that.
No, are you saying to be leaving them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? A woman that left us trapped in a freezer? Once we get off the ship, we'd come back and rescue them, couldn't we? Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Don't try to lie. Lying's bad.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? It wasn't 5 hours. If we managed to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
We never know till you try. That's not really the type of attitude to take in a Saw scenario, but okay.
No!
No. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's right. The digital root for us 4 will be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
Yeah. Unless we bring Ace 2, we'll be stuck. Oh, Well, that's unfortunate. She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said, nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try to find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. You're being serious? You do know that only 5 people at most can go through one of the numbered doors, right? Number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind. Possibly. The moment he said that, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine. I mean, there are multiple solutions. It's like, oh, the bracelet's what's caused the bombs to explode. So if you can take that off, you know, saw, knife, whatever. It was true. How Lowe's could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him. When they found the number 9, they would have to choose 3 of them would die. Those 4 had furrowed. Do you think I could have a moment alone? There's some things I need to think about. Okay. Talking to her left him feeling ill. Junpei's heart felt heavy and his steps sluggish. But he told himself pessimism will get them nowhere. So he forced himself to smile and return to the gym. Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yeah, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Junpei nodded. Alright, where should we go next? Interesting. So, Clover's gone. Everyone's gone. Okay. Hospital. They turned back and towards a large hospital room. Finished searching. They looked everywhere and thinking of a snake was nowhere to be found. No one bothered to check underwater, I'm sure. Lois looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke. We can't keep looking for a snake. Whoever he is, he's not here. We need to get moving. Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seems to have completely disappeared. There's no point to wasting any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, 7 spoke. We don't got a choice. Lois is right. We're not going to find Snake. There's a problem, though. We gotta figure out who's going to go through which door. Yeah. I have a proposal. She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. See, it's actually a very big problem, because we can only go through 2 doors. Finally, she stopped. Why don't we decide one person to sacrifice? You want to pick a better word for that, girl? Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams, 4 and 3 people respectively, 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind. Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. Let's do some math, shall we? So, the numbers we have currently available to us are 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're missing 2 and 9. So if we say, so gain a digital root of 7, Ace gets sort of screwed out of 7. He can't go through, it'll be difficult, but anyways. So would we be able to put a 4 and a 3 in there? So 3 and 4 is 7, and then plus 6, that's 4. So 3, 4, and 5 can go into the 3 door. So 1, 6, 7, 8. No, that doesn't exist. I mean, I really don't need to be doing this. Because the answer doesn't really matter. But I want to. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. That doesn't work. 3, 7. That's 10. So 3 and 7 can't go anywhere together. So if Santa and June go together, they can fit into anywhere but 3. They can go into either 7 or 8. Which will leave 1, 4, 5, 10. No, that wouldn't work either. Now, I'll say not sure. Junpei wasn't quite sure that was true. Wait. 2 people get left behind who split into 5 and 2. And 1 person left behind who split into 3, 3, and 1. I get that part. You can't go through a number less than 3, but we split into 4 and 3, why did 3 people left behind? Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left? 3, 7, 8. Digital root's 9. Exactly. But door 9 isn't here. That means 3, 7, 8 won't go anywhere. That was just an example, of course. There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same. Doesn't matter which floor it is, the 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time. You'll see. Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice 1 person if we split into 3, 3, and 1. When Seven spoke, his voice was strained. Then, we're saying we gotta decide who's going to stay behind. Yeah, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logical and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then 1 person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel!
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up. Whoa, whoa, calm down, calm down. Stand step between Lois and June. Look, what Lois is trying to say is you should aim bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people. Sure, very utilitarian. That's how democracy works. Well, actually, it's how utilitarian works, but whatever. And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote. I feel like there's actually not many options of being able to sacrifice 1 person. What do you think?
No, that's terrible.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Santa? Me? Well, I agree. Alright, that's 1 vote for. Keep in mind that's 2. 7? Couldn't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all going to die. Glad to see you get it. If I get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover? Clover had moved away from the group and was sitting on one of the beds. Her whole body drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lois' proposal. Lois walked over to Clover and gently laid on her shoulder. Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Does that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow? Clover slowly lifted her face. Let's go look for him together, okay? We sacrifice 1 person, we can go look for him. You agree with me, right? Clover nodded once. The motion carries. Lois spun around and walked toward Junpei. Now let's start a vote too. That won't be necessary. Yes, I barely spoke for Lois' entire speech. Everyone jumped a little. Oh right, you're here. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice or even care. I'll stay. That should solve our problem, yeah?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June's voice shook and she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her. June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you, each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's optimistic, and there's optimistic, and then there's just nuts. Those doors only go one way. You go in, and don't come out. We go through them. You won't be able to return, correct? Yeah. True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship. Please, I beg you, once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally within the time limit. No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back. Finally, Junpei could not hold us. We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we going to find someone to come and rescue you? Then perhaps you prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind? Ace's voice was dignified and without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal. You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. 3, 4, 5, 12, 3, 6, 7, 8, 15, 21. That's all. Whatever. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly. Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. June barely lit so hard that Junpei feared she would break the skin. Santa stood against the wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it over anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. Will's attitude was different from the others. Good. Let's accept this kind offer then. She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace smiled answered with a smile of his own. Good. I think this is best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. Perhaps it's my age, but I get tired so easily these days. As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. It was almost as if the ship were screaming. Will it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, Deck D was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, it was Lotus who spoke first. Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up? As if a spell had been broken, the others all began to talk at once. You're right. We should get going. That's all we'll do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be... I don't know. This room sound hollow fake.
Fine. Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran toward Ace. He had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Come on, Ace, please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
June, you're just bad at math. Don't be bad. Don't be mad that you're bad at math. That didn't happen. Ace fell forward. He slumped down over on the wooden floor, his body folded in half like boxer out cold.
Ace?
June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened? Say something.
She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open. I'm alright. His voice was weak and slightly slurred.
How are you fine?
Held down his left arm and slowly opened his hand. There was a syringe and a small vial. The vial was empty. It had only recently been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There's a label taped to the side of the container. It read, Soportal Beta. Junpei had no idea what it meant or what kind of medicine it might be.
Did you use this?
Yeah. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Anesthetic?
Yeah, I found it earlier. While we were searching the hospital rooms. I thought it might be useful later. I think I'd be using it on myself.
Why'd you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I could take a nap. Really am very tired. Junpei knew that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and June's attempt to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He'd eject himself so they would be forced to leave him behind.
Ace!
Is there something you want to say? Just like to sleep a little. Ju, keep it down.
No! Don't, Ace! Don't fall asleep!
Ah, you feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream. Ace's eyelids drooped further and further, almost as though he were dying.
Ace! Ace!
Shook his shoulder again and again, but this time he didn't respond. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told him he was alive. Junpei was relieved to see he was, in fact, still breathing. He lifted Ace up off the floor, laid him on the bed he'd been leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity. Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let sacrifice go to waste. Right? She wasn't feeling any remorse, Junpei was sure of that. Still, he held no grounds upon which to oppose her. It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly Santa spoke. Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we? Huh? What do you mean? Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door. Yes, that's true. Well, enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want? I want door number 8. It's the same as my bracelet number. Got it. You're 8. So next 7. Which one do you want? I'll take 7. Can't get along with that old lady. What? What did you just say? Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step towards 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Ugh. You're gonna get it next time. Shaman glared that would have been melted steel, then turned and stalked off. Alright, who's next? Sam gazed moved across the 3 people left. Finally stopped on Junpei. Which door do you want? At last. Junpei's mind was already made up. So, here's the interesting thing. You can go through door 3, which is a total dick move, and doesn't provide anything to the plot. Like, it only leads to one ending, which can be gotten through other options. And so, I'll do it eventually. Actually, hang on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look at the flowcharts real quick. So that goes to that ending. No. There's a specific ending I'm going for. So I'm going to... yeah, do that ending first. I think I'm going to go with door 8. So that's, that puts me in the same group as Lotus and Clover. Okay, 8 it is. Yeah. Alright then, that means June's gotta go through 7.
What? Why?
Huh? Santa grimaced more angrily to himself and finally began to explain. If 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving anyone behind, there's only 3 ways we could do it. Plan A. Go through 7 with 3, 5, 8. And go through 8 with 4, 6, 7. Plan B. Go through 7 with 4, 5, 7. And 8 with 3, 6, 8. Plan C. Go through 7 with 3, 6, 7. And 8 with 4, 5, 8. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3, 4, and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now? As Sam finished, June looked over at Junpei. Tears went up in the corner of her eyes.
Oh no! You're saying we are going to see each other again for a long time.
Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to decide, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on, you're making it sound like we're never going to see each other again. We got split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected?
Yeah, probably.
Probably?
I mean, it's almost as though we have a map that we can literally look at. That's not it. This map sucks. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they're going to connect somewhere.
What? What makes you think that?
If they don't connect, neither team could get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not going to end this game till we get through the 9 door. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could imagine. Managed, jeez. Laid his hands gently on her shoulder. Everything's going to be fine, but we're going to see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod.
Yes, promise?
Her voice was barely above a whisper. Sam's voice shattered the moment. You guys are done, right? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7 and Clover will take 8. You figure that's how math works. Any problem, Clover? Clover looked away and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move! At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Santa 7 and June walked towards 7, while Clover, Lois, and Junpei headed towards 8. For a long moment they stood in front of the door. Then Lois laid her hand against her chest and turned to Junpei and Clover. Are you ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then shall we go? Beep, beep, beep. The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Lois and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been active. Bleh. Junpei stepped forward to follow them, but as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his left, toward door 7. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned to look towards him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. Five, 6, 11. I mean, to be fair, if we decided to just go, fuck you guys, we could have teamed up with Ace and gone through the next door. Gone through the 3 door, but whatever. His brothers gave a cold electronic beep. 81 seconds left. Hurry. A bit less than that. Lois snapped in and ran to the dead. Junpei and Clover followed as fast as they could. Beep, beep, beep. Phew, it stopped. The shaking hand, she wiped a few beads of sweat from her forehead. Clover, however, was calm. Aloof, perhaps. Pointless. She muttered to herself without emotion and began to walk down the hallway, leaving behind the confused Junpei and Lotus. Lotus watched the girls receding back with a mix of frustration and curiosity. What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys. You'd be surprised. Her sarcasm seemed a little more biting than was perhaps necessary, but she sighed and started after the younger girl. After taking a moment to catch his breath, Junpei followed. The hallway made a number of turns for the last coming to a dead end. Signed to the wall on the left side was a large iron door. For a few minutes, they stood in front of the door, examining it. Laboratory. Well, the door was a plate with the word laboratory engraved on it. Laboratory, huh? It doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place. Me either, but there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choice. Junpei. Huh? Please, you first. Cool. Junpei suspected her politeness was motivated by something other than respect. Ugh. Junpei muttered to himself and pushed open the iron door. His first steps inside were tentative and careful, but as he examined the room, it became clear there was no imminent danger. Lois followed him, and Clover brought up the rear. The room they found themselves in was divided in 2 separate areas by a curved wall. Thick glass window built into the wall made it impossible to see the other side of the division. Junpei walked to the window and looked through. What the hell? He wasn't sure what else to say. In the center of the room, shaped like a quarter circle, a mannequin lay on what looked like a medical exam table. It looks so creepy. Junpei jumped a little. He hadn't noticed Lois come up next to him. You don't think that thing's going to suddenly sit up or something, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, look at all this cable sticking out of it. If you press the wrong button, I don't know. Stop it. Just think about it as terrifying. Oh, you're one of those people that don't like mannequins, got it. She was gripping her arms, and knuckles on her hands white. It was then that Junpei noticed Clover. She was still standing near the entrance of the room. Her face had the appearance of calm, but was drawn and somehow sad. There was something almost pitiful about her. Junpei walked over to her and, as calmly as he could, spoke. Are you okay? Clover looked away. What are you talking about? Well, I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet. Well, I can't be quiet if I want to? Like, oh my god. I mean, of course you can, just... Okay, then if I could be quiet if I want to, just leave me alone, okay? You know you can't do that. We gotta work together. Clover bit her lip and was silent for a moment, then suddenly... Junpei, you just don't get it! I still haven't chosen a voice for Clover. Her cry took Junpei by surprise and he stumbled backward a few steps to alarm. My brother's not the kind of person we're just leaving behind. That's better voice. Something happened to him. Something bad. Junpei had nothing to say. Lois, jolted from her mannequin nightmares by Clover's voice, turned towards them. What happened? Clover's eyes slid to Lois, then back to Junpei. Look, just don't bother me, okay? Just leave me alone. Then she turned around. Before Junpei or Lois could say anything, Clover had begun to walk quickly away. Hey, wait. Hold on. He might as well have been talking to a wall for all to know as she took his cries. Not even slowing down, she made for a doorway cut in the hall in front of her. Without even slowing down, she passed through the doorway. Whoops. And without warning, an iron gate fell from the ceiling like a porculus, sealing the Clover in. What the heck? What's going on here? Clover grabbed hold of the iron bars and shook them as hard as she could. Hang on, I'll get it open. Junpei grabbed the bars and pulled. You should try to lift instead, but okay. Lois joined, three of them pulled, but... Damn it, it's not moving at all. Well, wait, are you just gonna give up just like that? No, I'm not giving up. This has gotta be another one of Zero's puzzles. If it is, there's gotta be a way to open it. Junpei nodded. Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lois and I can look around here. Clover, you're going to have to see if you can find anything in there. Oh, yeah, I'm on it. Seek a way out. So what door was this again? This was door 8. Okay. So first things first, what's this? This looks like control for an electronic door lock. Red light on display means it's locked. Gotta turn it green. Got it. Green paint. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we can use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The clock. The one on the top. I think it's a power cable. Power cable, huh? I'll take that. 3-prong power table. The hands on the clock have stopped moving. Clock may stop, but time goes on. No time to screw around. We need to figure out a way out of here. Ah, there's a key. This is a keyhole. Looks like keyhole for activation key. Levers. There are 2 levers here. Do you think they have activate something? Nothing? Okay. Nope, doesn't look like anything happens. And is there something down here? No, okay. Yoink. Ethanol. Wonder if this is for antisepsis. Oh, it says... Oh, that's a word. Is that different from regular? Come on, that's common knowledge. Anhydrous ethanol is a powerful cleaner. It even erase marks left by a permanent marker. Yep, that's common knowledge, right? These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful. Nope. Red lights, huh? Well, can't hurt to give them a try. Just locked. Let's see, anything in the boxes? Cardboard box, some papers and stuff. What's in the box? What's in the box? Look like it's quite full. As far as I can tell, a bunch of notes, but it's really all tech stuff. Don't get it. This is the computer. It's not on. Well, there's a power button. I don't see a power cable. It's not connected to the main computer. It might work even if you plug it in. Junpei, we get back to what we were talking about, please. Computer doesn't have a power cable. Don't say and, it's rude. Have you already forgotten what you just picked up 30 seconds ago? Yeah, the power cable. Alright, click click. Well, shoot. This cable has 3 prongs, but socket only has 2 holes. Giggity. It's not going to fit. We're going to need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2. Damn it. Gotta find the converter now. Window made of really thick glass. Is this like an examination table? There are a creepy mannequin. How's power cables over there? Does the plug have 3 or 2 prongs? I don't know. What's a prong? It's a type of shrimp? No. Cable monitor has 2. Can you unplug it? Bring it. You can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. Damn. How about just the plug? The plug part. It's, you know, connected. It's sort of the thing that makes a plug with 3 metal thingies inside a plug with 2 metal thingies. No, that's exactly what we need, actually. Okay, why didn't you just say that? And back down she goes. Alright, there you go. Hand it to you over bars, cool. Yoink. Here you go, thank you. Combine. Computer. 2-prong power. Plug it in. And let's just plug it in. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's turn the power on. Why not? Well, it's not connected. You never know. It could be wireless. Bluetooth and all that shit. The soft hum had turned on. Streams of Lars made no sense. Junpei hoped to turn on, but he had expected this. It's actually working. So it would seem. Isn't it weird? Why? Well, it's not connected, right? It's just keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable. So why is it working? Maybe it's a wireless display. Fair enough. Yeah, it's connected to your computer wirelessly. Hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei? He most certainly had not. But is that normal? That's at least where I worked. As they spoke, the lines of letters suddenly stopped and disappeared. The only thing left on the screen was the word pass, followed by a colon. It looked like we need to enter a password. Again. Must be a hint around here somewhere. Should go take a look? Yeah. What are you going to do? I'll see if I can do something about this on my own. Yep, on my own. Rose pulled over in the nearest chair and dropped herself onto it in front of the keyboard. For a second, she stared at the screen. She needed her hands, knuckles popping, twisting her back left, then right. Alright, let's kick some ass. Rose smiled to herself and rubbed her hands together in anticipation. Then, before Junpei had time to blink, she was typing at incredible speed. The click-clack of the keys ran together like machine gun fire. Oh, what? Junpei was, for once, at a loss of words. To expect that, did you? No! Rose grinned, pleased with herself. Right, that was pretty amazing. Oh. Did you fall for me again? Whoa. What do you mean by again? Not into you. I know. Don't be so stubborn, shy boy. I'm not being stubborn, I'm not shy, I'm not a boy. I'm a young, healthy 21-year-old man. I'm not going to fall for an old lady like you. Dude, she's smoking hot. Suddenly, the guttural roar of a furious animal filled the room. Or so Junpei thought for just a moment. Well, his hand suddenly stopped and her shoulders stiffened. Old lady. Did you just say old lady? Ah, crap. I went too far. It was a nice life while it lasted. I've had enough of you. Go somewhere else. You're bothering me. Okay, bye. Go see, find the password hint or something. You're distracting me. Go. Go, now. She waved her hand in universal gesture of dismissal. Junpei was clearly not wanted. Time to cut my losses. Bye. Junpei wandered around the room for a while, looking for anything that might help find the password for the computer. Unfortunately, he found nothing. He asked Clover if there was anything useful in the lab, but her answer was no. Damn, he thought. Looks like we've hit a dead end this time. Oh well, time to kill ourselves. Just as he was about to tell Lois that search and returned nothing. Alright. Bullseye. Junpei, I did it. Excited cheering. Hurrying back to find Lois looking smug. She gestured for him to look at the screen and he did. The strange text from before was gone. In its place was something entirely different. 9 squares arranged a 3x3 square. What? I don't have any idea. I just showed up after I cracked the password. You think it's a puzzle? It certainly looks like one. As she spoke, Lois stood up. Huh? Aren't you going on? I can't do it anymore. Well, let me do any more programming. See the keyboard? Nothing. So there's nothing more I can do. Uh-huh. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei. What? Why? Let me take a break, alright? God, I did my part. He wasn't sure what to say to that. She certainly had done her part. In fact, without Lois, they probably wouldn't have run completely aground. Shouldn't rely on other people so much, Junpei thought to himself. From here on out, he told himself he would rely on no one else. Junpei crossed his arms and stared at the puzzle on the screen. So, I'm assuming this is a... Oh, okay. Oh, boy. I'm assuming this is a turn everything green puzzle. Shoot. There it is. Alright, I solved it. Did you hear a noise just now? Yeah. Where'd it come from? I don't know, maybe these things that turn green. Look, Junpei, the lights in the lifers. There's more than one key. One to the machine, and the other with the Earth symbol. So we have to go back down to deck A for that. Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need Earth right now. Earth key, it just took you away. Other key. Activation key. What did that say? I'm trying to read what it says, but I don't feel like doing that right now. It's just at the moment we heard a voice behind them. It was Clover. Hey Junpei, do you have a minute? Put the puzzle aside for the moment and walked over to Clover. What's up? Well, never mind. Come on, you was... Sorry, just forget about it. It's nothing. Before he could say anything else, she spun around and ran back down the stairs. What the hell was that? After waiting a few minutes to see if she would return, Junpei sighed, shook his head, and went back to searching. Key. Key. Let's try it. What could go wrong? Okay, monitor's on. And it's full of letters. Is it? It looks just green to me. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to experimental devices. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What are they there for? Why is she all quiet? They're doing experiments on humans, probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. I don't know what kind of table, but part of it's all black. Pen laying over there, I think it's someone probably used it to make the table black. Well, if they only use the pen on one part, it's probably something underneath. Clover, do you think you could erase it? Nope. Yep, got it. Clover, use the ethanol. There you go. Clover, can you use the cloth? Soak, then pour, you know. Come on. Yep, there you go. Well, she's got the cloth, but she seemed to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Junpei, it's working! Yay! There's some kind of weird drawing. What's the deal with the drawing? Maybe I should ask her to take another look. Wonder what it is. There's a bunch of numbers. Could you write them down? Okay, sure. Here you go. A grid divided 9 with 4 numbers made this hint for a computer puzzle. Was that unnecessary? Oh. I mean, I just solved that puzzle normally. Oh no, maybe I have to do that again. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Nope, I guess not. Typing doesn't do anything. Okay, so that was a waste of time. Junpei, the thing is on. Cool. Play with it. Boop, boop, boop. Nothing happens. Wonder what, blah blah blah. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. So I'm cut the outer stuff off the cables. Okay. Boop boop boop. Max voltage. Oh boy. And now there's fire.
Oh my god, the mannequin's head!
What the hell? Fire detected. Emergency system activated. Evacuate room immediately. Junpei, look at the lights. Yeah. Yep, come on. Look, there you go. Okay, bye-bye. Ah, cough, cough. Damn, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Trust me, I know that feeling. Of course I'm not alright. That took you so long. It took me 5 seconds. And we escape. Yes? You found it. Okay, so I'm going to stop there because my throat is absolutely killing me. Jesus Christ. Doing these games are hard for the throat because you have to do so many voices and just constantly talking. Luckily, I have really good memory for puzzles, and despite the fact that I haven't played this game since, what, 2010? I'm still able to solve the puzzles with relative ease. Good job, me. I'm awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. If you like the video, do the thing that does the thing that lets me know about the thing. And until next time, bye-bye.